Hey everybody, welcome to the video, welcome to the channel, and as you saw, we're going to be discussing Whatnot and some rumblings and grumblings and things that I'm hearing regarding Whatnot. Um, First, please like the video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, comment down below, and um, hit the bell notification so you get notified when these videos drop. But let's just get right into it on Whatnot. So Whatnot's a live selling platform. You go on there, you have these live auctions, QVC style, but auctions, and people go on there and bid, and it's been there, since it's founded in 2019. Now, there are some issues that are beginning to arise from that. It kind of operates in a bit of a gray area, and it may be coming, black and white pretty soon. And I know of one case here in California. So California, and what I'm talking about here is about just having a license or basically just being legal with the state to be able to operate auctions, live auctions. And so I heard of one case in California where I think they're probably rivals, and someone turned somebody in. And now you don't need a license, an auctioneer license in California, but what you do need is a what's called a surety bond, basically just insurance of at least $20,000. Just as a just in case. Just like car insurance. So you're required to have this and report it to this, file it with the state. Obviously, the state's going to collect a fee on that when you file it. Of course, you file anything with the state, you're going to collect a fee. So that is required. As far as the license goes, you don't need it. And I heard of someone that did get, unfortunately, you know, um, was kind of forced into, doing this, having to do this. I don't know all the details regarding it, but it seems to be kind of like something like a Vero system on eBay. If you guys are familiar with that, some people get caught, some people don't. And Whatnot is fairly new, so it's not on the radar of government or people that are making these decisions. And like I said, it's a bit of a gray area right now. I was looking up other states around me. In Oregon, there are no restrictions at all. You don't need a license. You don't need this insurance or the surety bond. That's what they call it, a surety bond, but it's basically like an insurance. You don't need that. In Las Vegas, you are required to have a license, but there are some stipulations around that. It depends on where you're hosting your auction. So definitely check with your local state and see what is required. And just know that it is a gray area. It might be a good idea to play it safe and just either get registered. I know there's like courses you could take on auctioneers. I was watching somebody this morning as I was doing some research on this, but I know there's a you can get a class and basically get certified, and then you get your license, and then you can legally hold an auction with states that are requiring you to have that. There's nothing like from a federal standpoint as far as that. As far as having a license or anything like that, there's really nothing as far as that goes when it comes to live auctions. But I do believe Whatnot is well aware of this. Now, Whatnot was founded in 2019. They are obviously on the road to what's an IPO, what's called an IPO, which is an initial public offering. Yeah, here you heard a lot about this during the dot-com era. These companies, they do this initial public offering, and everybody gets rich. That was started with the company. Investors get rich, founders get rich, some employees get rich because they were given options, stock options, a percentage of the company in order to, as kind of like hey, give us $1 million and we'll give you 2 million shares, and that may be worth something in the future. It may not be worth anything in the future. We don't know. However, Whatnot seems to be doing pretty well. We do not know because they are currently a private company. They're privately held at the moment. I'm probably pretty sure investors should know what's going on as financial wise with the company. They're going to want to know before they invest any money, like what's going on with this company, how much money are you making, how many sales are you making, what's being sold on your platform, all that. So they are in the know. As far as the public goes, they're not in the know. But if there is a potential, if there is an IPO coming, we will know. Everybody will know. They have no choice but to let everybody know, put this information out there. And I definitely think that is coming in the future. It's probably still at least a couple of years out. Most companies, probably around the seventh years when if they are working towards an IPO. That's about when you'll start hearing the news of them beginning the process. And then once you start the process, it takes at least half a year, to actually go public. Then you can start buying, shares in the company. You start investing in the company if you want to. So what they're going to need to do is start tying up loose ends. Obviously, if states start coming down on their sellers that are having these live auctions, that's really going to hurt their business. And what we've seen with Whatnot is they're starting to move towards an eBay style platform. They are having, just buy it now, a buy it now marketplace, or the Whatnot marketplace they call it, and they have buy it now. You can go in there, just buy an item. They're having, just auctions that are not live auctions, similar to eBay style. You list an item and then you set it up as an auction and then you let it go. Why are they doing this? Well, Whatnot, I'm pretty sure they are well aware of what's happening, trying to change these laws, which, have probably been around for decades and decades and decades, is rather difficult and going to be take a lot of time and be very costly. So instead of maybe taking that fight right now, start adapting your business so that way, in the event that anything occurs where you lose quite a bit of sellers, you have these other two things, as far as buy it nows or just auctions that are not live, running on your website, so you can always fall back on those, and then maybe work through the legal issues, or maybe just leave it up to the sellers to work through their own legal issues to try to figure this out. A lot of people are making a lot of money on Whatnot. Whatnot is making a lot of money, and when anything makes a lot of money, you're gonna have a lot of eyes on you. Not just investors, not just people trying to make money, but obviously the government is going to start looking at you. And once you start to get close to an IPO, which I do definitely believe they are trying to work towards, and they're probably about, what is it, 19, 20, 21, 22, 24. I mean, they're probably about a good 3 years out, until they are ready, prepared, and I'm pretty sure a lot of these investors are eager to start to pull money out, start to see a return on this investment, especially with how large Whatnot has grown. I think they have like around a $4 billion-ish valuation, based on the last round of funding that they received, money that they have raised basically to run their business essentially. In the beginning, it's like we always anticipate these businesses to be operating at losses in the beginning and grow at all costs, with hopefully the potential of better of earnings, a profit, of more money down the line. Investors are well aware of this. They do this all the time. So we will see soon, hopefully, with the next few years, how much they're making. Are they profitable? What the numbers look like. The gray area will hopefully start to get more clearer as far as live auctions go and what you need to do to operate a live auction. Just be aware that, you know, this may come down on you. It may not be. It may be completely unfair. Everybody in your state may be operating perfectly fine, and they come down on you, the one individual. It's gonna happen. There's really nothing you can do about it. You can try to fight it. Might be a losing game. It might be something where you just spend way too much money. So look at your local state laws. Look at your local city laws. See what you have to do in order to sell on. If you are a live seller and whatnot, look to see what you have to do regarding that. Otherwise, thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next video.